The story begins with the heavy clank of a cell door, the sound reverberating through the cold, stark halls of maximum security where Alex resides. He finds himself adrift in a world stripped of warmth, a realm defined by flickering lights and the suffocating scent of antiseptic. As he reflects on the anger and despair that led him to this grim fate, the weight of his surroundings presses down on him, a constant reminder of his isolation. In the Chow Hall, the tension is palpable. An incident involving a food tray triggers chaos, unraveling the fragile order of inmate hierarchies. Each fleeting moment is laced with anxiety as Alex begins to navigate this treacherous landscape. His flashbacks of a life steeped in regret, particularly memories of his sister's graduation, fuel the emotional stakes, thickening the air with unspoken dreams and the haunting question of what could have been. In the Chow Hall, the atmosphere is charged with tension, each clatter of trays echoing like a warning. The usual routine is disrupted when a careless incident with a food tray ignites a fierce brawl among the inmates. Alex feels the pulse of danger quickening in his veins as chaos unfolds, showcasing the delicate balance of power that governs this microcosm of survival. He witnesses the raw desperation etched on faces, and the unspoken rules of respect and aggression come sharply into focus. Amid this turmoil, Alex navigates the fractured camaraderie surrounding him, where alliances are formed and broken in an instant. Each moment heightens his awareness of the fine line between order and anarchy, and he realizes that safety in these walls is anything but guaranteed. The hall becomes a crucible of human behavior, leaving him to contemplate the precarious nature of existence within these confines. Amidst the chaotic aftermath of the food tray incident, Alex finds himself grappling with memories of his past life. He recalls the day of his sister's graduation, a bittersweet moment shimmering with pride and undercut by regret. The vivid recollection draws him into a spiral of emotions, reminding him of the dreams he once held and the bonds he has lost. Each face in the crowd of graduates stands in stark contrast to the cold faces around him now. He was connected to them by love and hope. As he reflects on those fleeting moments, deep regret washes over him, underscoring the tragedy of his choices and the life that could have been. These memories prick at his consciousness, filling him with an urgent longing for reconnection and redemption, pushing him to consider the enormity of what he has sacrificed. As the days stretch on, tension coalesces during roll call, an essential routine that serves as a marker of time and order within the prison. Inmates line up, standing rigidly under the watchful gaze of guards. Alex observes the varying reactions among his peers. Some remain stoic, while others exhibit signs of dread and camaraderie, hinting at the complex web of relationships that shapes their survival. Whispers of both alliance and rivalry pass like currents through the ranks, each inmate acutely aware of their place in the pecking order. It's a dance of power and fear, revealing the unspoken rules they must navigate. As Alex watches, he begins to grasp the subtle dynamics at play, realizing that in this stark environment, trust is both a rare commodity and a potential weapon. The air hums with the weight of silent understandings, framing his growing comprehension of life within these walls. With the prison's oppressive atmosphere weighing heavily in his thoughts, Alex's encounter with Marcus marks a significant turning point. They meet in the common area, their conversation igniting a spark of hope within Alex. Marcus, with his effortless charm and tales of both violence and redemption, draws Alex into a world where the harsh realities of incarceration intermingle with the possibility of change. Through their dialogues, Alex uncovers layers of complexity in the lives of those around him, leading him to question the very essence of rehabilitation. Whispers of redemption challenge his preconceived notions, stirring a desire to redefine not only his own identity, but also how he perceives the nature of forgiveness and transformation in a place where it often feels unattainable. As their friendship deepens, the importance of connection unfolds, compelling Alex to confront the truths he'd long avoided. As Alex grapples with the stirring tales shared by Marcus, a deeper reflection takes hold, urging him to confront justice's true essence. The differences between punishment and accountability linger in his mind, and he begins to question the blurred lines he has witnessed around him. Each story he hears pushes him to reconsider not only the life choices of those imprisoned, but also his own role in this unfolding narrative. The atmosphere grows heavy with introspection as he contemplates the lives entangled in this cycle of regret and consequence. Stranded between remorse and hope, Alex finds himself at a crossroads. Where do the scales of justice truly balance? In this murky landscape, him still yearning for clarity reminds him that understanding his past might illuminate a possible path forward. The weight of Alex's reflections turns inward as he reminisces about the choices that led him to this place of isolation. Memories flood his mind, revealing friends who faded from his life when he needed them most, their absence a harsh reminder of his struggles. Each recollection stings, amplifying feelings of betrayal and longing. He realizes these connections have shaped him, but their loss haunts him deeply. This sense of abandonment colors his thoughts, intensifying his yearning for belonging and forgiveness. With every passing day, he feels the human cost of his decisions, the consequences echoing in the stark confines of the prison. As he grapples with these emotions, Alex understands that confronting his past is essential if he hopes to forge a path toward redemption and reclaim the relationships he once took for granted. In this realization lies the seed of transformation, urging him toward a deeper understanding of connection and reconciliation. In the labyrinth of concrete and steel, Alex encounters an older inmate whose wisdom cuts through the noise of prison life. The mentor's stories, laced with both harsh truths and unyielding insight, challenge Alex to reconsider the futility of violence as a means of survival. Each lesson shared resonates, crackling with the electricity of possibility. As they talk, Alex begins to see that transformation is not merely a distant dream, but a tangible journey he can embark upon. The conversation opens a door to new perspectives, forcing him to confront the choices that have defined him thus far. In this exchange, a flicker of hope ignites within him. Perhaps change is not just the province of the few, but an attainable goal for anyone willing to break free from the cycle of despair. With this newfound clarity, he feels the stirring of determination, ready to explore the path ahead. As echoes of his sister's letter linger in his mind, Alex feels an urgent stir of hope. The words woven into the pages beckon him toward a future beyond these dull walls, igniting a yearning to reconnect with the life he once knew. He dreams of vivid colors, artistic expression that could articulate the tumult within his heart. Each stroke of potential artistry presents an avenue for healing, a way to transform his pain into something beautiful. Contemplating the power of creativity, Alex envisions how sharing his story might bridge the chasm between his past and the man he aspires to become. With this newfound clarity, he senses the embers of change taking shape within him, an awakening that promises liberation through self-expression. At this moment, he resolves to embrace this path, ready to explore the artistry that may lead to his redemption. Under the dim prison lights, Alex reflects on freedom, quoting literature that resonates with his confinement. He wonders if he can reconcile his troubled past with the person he yearns to become. Chapter 12. A new tension arises when a fight erupts in the yard. The chaos shakes Alex's foundation as he confronts the raw threats of violence, testing his resolve and mental fortitude. Chapter 13. Moments of joy flicker amid despair as Alex shares stories of fleeting connections with fellow inmates. These brief glimpses of humanity starkly contrast his ongoing struggle with profound isolation. Chapter 14. Alex's insecurities resurface during a challenging day, triggered by the tragic fate of another inmate. This harsh reality deepens his understanding of the frailty of choices and their lifelong repercussions. Chapter 15. As he navigates the complexities of prison life, Alex contemplates resilience and hope. He strives to find meaning in his confinement and embarks on a quest for self-discovery and redemption. In the dim solitude of his cell, Alex seeks solace in the words of poets and thinkers, their verses echoing through the silence. As he recites lines that resonate with his struggle, deeper questions loom large. Can he truly transform himself from the man defined by past mistakes into someone worthy of hope and redemption? The confinement around him amplifies the weight of his reflections, compelling him to grapple with the conflict between his former self and the future he longs to embrace. Each quote serves as both an anchor and a trigger, illuminating the complexities of his emotions. The flickering lights above seem to pulse with the rhythm of his thoughts, drawing him into a profound meditation on freedom's essence. With each moment of introspection, the desire for change solidifies, crystallizing into a determination to confront his inner demons and redefine his narrative. As weeks unfold, a sudden eruption breaks the tentative peace of the yard, sending shockwaves through Alex. The violent clash shakes him to his core, forcing him to confront the harsh reality of daily threats that loom large in this environment. In the chaos, he feels his resolve faltering as the primal instinct for survival wrestles with his aspirations for change. Each blow exchanged resonates deeply within him, highlighting the fragility of progress made thus far. The cacophony of shouting and the palpable tension remind him of the unpredictable turmoil that anchors life in prison. With every heartbeat, he grapples with the challenge of maintaining his newfound hopes amid the ever-present fear. This moment becomes a crucible for his character, prompting him to reassess the path ahead. Alex realizes that understanding his own strength is vital if he hopes to endure and evolve in this unforgiving space. In the aftermath of the chaos, Alex takes a moment to breathe, reflecting on the complex tapestry of his daily existence. Moments of fleeting joy and fleeting connections punctuate the harsh reality surrounding him, serving as a stark contrast to the isolation that often envelops him. He shares stories of brief camaraderie with fellow inmates, a shared laugh over a grim joke, or a rare moment of understanding that underscores their shared humanity. Each encounter reminds him that even in this place stripped of freedom, the essence of connection remains vital. Yet he battles the deep-seated struggle against loneliness and despair, feeling the weight of isolation pressing in. As he delves into these memories, Alex begins to grasp that these transient moments, though fragile, are essential in navigating the darkness of his confinement, illuminating the path toward his own resilience. As the harsh reality of another oppressive day bears down on Alex, he grapples with a lingering unease. The tragic fate of another inmate, a casualty of the very dynamics Alex has been struggling to navigate, echoes ominously in his mind. This loss strikes a deep chord, plunging him into a vortex of fear and self-doubt, confronting him with the fragility of life within these walls. Each story of loss that circulates among the inmates reinforces the heavy burden of choices, both his own and those of others. In grappling with the weight of these consequences, Alex's understanding of existence sharpens, illuminating the stakes entwined with every decision. He realizes that each moment in this environment shapes not just his present, but his future as well. With this newfound clarity, he recognizes the need to confront his fears and seize the opportunity for transformation if he hopes to break the cycle that ensnares him. As Alex's contemplation of his surroundings deepens, he finds an emerging thread of resilience woven into the fabric of his daily trials. With each passing day, he wrestles with the duality of despair and hope, recognizing that even within confinement, the human spirit can strive for meaning. He begins to formulate a vow to uncover purpose amidst the starkness of prison life. The echoes of fellow inmates' stories inspire a fervent desire for self-discovery, igniting a quest to redefine his identity beyond the mistakes that brought him here. Alex understands that this journey demands introspection and courage as he grapples with the nature of redemption. Steeling himself against the weight of regret, he embarks on this path forward, propelled by a newfound commitment to transform his pain into strength. It is here, in the depths of confinement, that he seeks to unearth the essence of who he truly can become.